Two things. I'm going to offer two things. One, 30-minute virtual meeting sessions with yours truly. If you're interested, please sign up using the form in the caption box below. I'm also going to be pinning a top comment that talks more about the 30-minute session so that you can use the link below. And then once that form is filled out, I'll be reaching out directly via email, and I'll be spending the rest of this video explaining my thoughts and what this 30-minute meeting service is going to be about. And then number two, much more straightforward, I'm going to be live streaming every single Wednesday, starting this Wednesday using YouTube Live at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And to go into a little further detail about the live streaming, I've been reflecting a lot on what this platform means to me, what my strengths are. And as ironic and paradoxical this may seem, as I'm communicating this through a well-crafted YouTube video that I edited, I'm actually someone that does a lot better in impromptu, on-the-spot conversations, and I think the best medium for that is a live stream. Every single Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, I'll be choosing a topic for that night, for that evening, for an hour, regardless if people come in or not. If people do come in, and when they do come in, and as they ask questions in the chat, I will happily answer those questions. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, every single Wednesday, starting this Wednesday. I'll be doing the whole premiere thing so you guys will know what's coming up and when to come in. More importantly, the first thing that I mentioned, 30-minute sessions with me, 30-minute virtual meetings with me. What does that mean? Over the course of the past year and a half that I've done this YouTube thing that I very much enjoy, I've received a surprising and, reflecting on the career and life and world atmosphere right now, perhaps not very surprising, especially the past 6 months, a overwhelming number of requests via YouTube comments, via LinkedIn messages, via Instagram DMs about calling/meeting with me one-on-one virtually, or sometimes in person. And many times it revolves around getting a job in banking, getting a job in general, career consulting. I've had a couple requests to talk to me about religion, talk about philosophy, just to catch up, talk about life in general, ask me about my skincare and my hair routines. And as I'm sure many of you guys who have tried that through these different platforms to get in contact with me have realized, I have purposefully, while feeling genuinely bad, not replied to any of those things. And I've been very exclusive in the sense that I typically only answer questions on YouTube. This was genuinely not because I am a mean person. It was because, one, during banking, I didn't have time to adhere to all those requests. Number two, I felt bad if I was selective in who I responded to, and I only catered to the needs of certain people and didn't for others just based on when they texted me, when they DM me. If they happened to DM me during a time I was available/happy, then I could give them all the attention, and others not. Especially, I think in the past 2-3 weeks, the number of these requests have ramped up. So long story short, while I definitely do have more time now because I'm not in investment banking anymore, I am still a man with limited amount of time. And it's just basic logic that time gets diluted and attention gets diluted if you have too many things to focus on. In the most selfish way, inherently being the college RA that I was and that I still feel like I am, and inherently being the person that feels like I need to inspire others and give back to the community. And lastly, given the current circumstances of the pandemic, while it is starting to be over, there are still limitations of meeting new people and as a uber extrovert. But I'm offering 30-minute virtual meeting sessions one-on-one to whoever signs up to that form and gets time and everything coordinated. And just as a reminder/emphasizing this point, these meetings are for people that genuinely feel like they'll benefit from a one-on-one meeting with me, not one-off questions that anyone can answer that you can go on Wall Street Oasis for, but questions that you feel like cater specifically to you. You need a 30-minute sit down to explain where you're at and for me to cater an idea/solution on your behalf. We'll be choosing a medium that suits you best, so it could be Zoom, Google Hangout. If you don't want to see my face, we can do Clubhouse and do a private one-on-one call. Something that I've realized through making these videos, through being on YouTube for the past year and a half, I think I'm very good at taking together a lot of information, juxtaposing complicated, complex information from various sources and distilling it and dumbing it down and giving it out to people and conveying the messages that are actually important, actually crucial, and shying away all the noise. And I think that's what this consulting service is mainly going to be about. A much more important point is this is not one of those scammy YouTube persona, e-commerce make you rich, guarantee you a job on Wall Street programs where I'll be charging thousands of dollars to guarantee you a network in banking, to guarantee you to get you a job. This is a paid session service at 30-minute increments. I'm not guaranteeing you a job. I'm not guaranteeing you a network. I'm not going to sell you books. These are just 30-minute consulting sessions where we could talk. I could give you advice and talk to you about things that you actually want to talk about for those 30 minutes. The sentimental, corny, in the feels punchline for this is the very fact that during high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had zero expertise in jobs. Throughout college until my sophomore, junior year, I had no idea what jobs were available. And I think the biggest piece of American global education that is missing is job awareness, future awareness, orientation. I think having that big brother, older brother figure for 30 minutes at a time could be very helpful, and I wish I had that when I was young. Also, do not worry, I will still continue, whether you like it or not, offer these free YouTube videos every single week, as I've done since January of 2020. I will still be answering questions for free in the comments below. This service is just for those that genuinely feel like they need one-on-one help, one-on-one advice, or they just want to talk to someone one-on-one for 30-minute increments at a time, and that person that they want to talk to happens to be me. I'm also very open, as I always am, to criticism. So if you engage in the service with me and then you hated it and you thought it was a complete waste of time and money, I will always be following up with an email after the meeting saying, please go back to this video or the most recent video and say, hey, I met with Brian and these are the reasons why it was awesome and these are the reasons why it sucked, or this is why I'll never do it again. I recommend no one does this, so on and so forth. To sum it all up, I'm doing two things as a part of this service/business that I'm launching. Number one, 30-minute sessions using the form sign up below, where you and I meet virtually and we talk about the things that you want to talk about, and I try to give advice and help you in the best way possible. And number two, live stream on YouTube Live every single Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. I feel like I'm selling stuff on an infomercial now, so I probably should stop. But in case you didn't hear anything, two things. I'm offering 30-minute virtual meeting sessions using the Google form below, and I'm live streaming every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching as always, and instead of seeing you guys in the next video, I'll just see you guys next time. Let's go.